Standard workflow within the content management system is what allows you to have your edits you have done in the CMS go to the live website. You will always advance your page through workflow. That icon is located right here in the right pane of your content management system. This icon that looks like a square, a plus, and a diamond sign is your advance in workflow. If you click on that icon, you will now see the advance in workflow window. The first drop down is what you want to do. The second drop down is who you want to do it. In the first drop down, your task options are send for department proofreading and approval, request technical assistance, assign to another writer, skip proofreading and send to the web office for review, and store an unpublished page for a content freeze. Send for department proofreading and approval will send the page to a department proofreader. This is, if you are a student, you would send that to your supervisor. If you are a staff or faculty member working with somebody else to do the edits that needs to approve any edits, this is the workflow that you would use to send your edits to another reviewer within your area for approval. Request technical assistance is you would send your page to the web office for technical assistance. Assign to another writer allows you to sign the page to another person within your content area that would keep the page in the writing work state and not advance it into the next reviewing work state. Skip proofreading and send to the web office for review. This part of the workflow allows you to skip sending it to a proofreader and send it directly to the web office for review and approval. Store an unpublished page for a content freeze. This is the portion of the workflow that you would use if we were doing an upgrade or any scheduled maintenance to the content management system, and we need to have a content freeze, meaning we lock all of our users out from being able to make any edits while we are updating the system. When that happens, you will receive an email, and in that email, it will tell you that if you have any unpublished pages prior to the content freeze date and time, to please store those unpublished pages for the content freeze. What that does is it stores those pages without publishing them so that you are less likely to lose any changes as we perform the maintenance or upgrades on the content management system. Send for department proofreading and approval would be a list of your approvers. Request technical assistance would be a list within the web office. Assign to other writers, those would be a list of the writers that you are working with if you are working with other writers within your department or office. Store unpublished page for content freeze, you would assign it to yourself. So for example, if I clicked on assign to another writer, and then in the next drop down, if I leave it assigned to the group, every single one of these users within this list will get a notification. So unless you are sending it to the web office, always pick a person. So if I'm assigning it to another writer within my review area or my department or office, I would pick that person. You could write a comment here when you send advance a page through of the workflow. The person you are assigning it to will receive an email notification, and your comment could be very helpful, especially when sending it to the web office. Within that email, we'll get a notification that you assigned a page to one of us and then what we need to do with that page. So in this example, I'm assigning it to another writer. I could say, please review the content on X, Y, and Z. And then whoever is receiving that email now knows more details of where they are looking and what they need to do. Skip proofreading and send to web office. This is where you're sending it to the web office. Leave it assigned to the group, because then it doesn't matter who is in the office, out of the office. We all see it. The same thing with request technical assistance. Leave assigned to the group so that both Josh and I see it. And it doesn't matter who is in the office. We pick that up within our workflows on the other side. So then if I'm assigning it to another writer, I pick a person, I give it a comment. And then I select the Advance in Workflow button in the bottom right corner. That now sends that page, it advances that page to the next step within the workflow. And you'll notice now that this page must be checked out or advanced to you before you can edit it. So even if you send a page to be published, after a publish, you will still need to, and you need to edit the page again. It will say this yellow box right here, even though looks like it's advanced to you, you still need to go into workflow and tell it you want to update the content. And that would be your only option that you would have after a publish. There is a step-by-step instruction sheet on this on www.kutztown.edu/web training that more details every single step of the standard workflow.